What's up, Crypto Nation? Welcome to Decentralized TV Reports. I'm your host, the Data Lord. Let's read the news. Beep boop. So, investors withdraw millions from FTX as Binance begins liquidating FTT token. With the weekly stablecoin outflows topping 451 million, investors appear to be taking their tokens off FTX just as Binance dumps its FTT. This article brought to you by Decrypt.co. So for anyone who doesn't know, FTX is an exchange, just like Coinbase and Binance and other ones. Let's read the news. Crypto exchange FTX is under the industry microscope again. Hot on the heels of Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, aka CZ, declaring that Binance is liquidating a stash of FTX's native exchange token, FTT, mass withdrawals from FTX have accelerated, with weekly stablecoin outflows from FTX reaching a whopping 451 million, according to Nansen data. Conversely, Binance has seen net inflows of more than $411 million over the same period. So Binance is pretty close to the same amount, a little bit less. But still, you believe that? 411 million, that's a lot of money. Some of those stablecoin withdrawals, as highlighted by blockchain analysis at PeckShield, were executed by Jump Trading, which has transferred about $40.4 million worth of USDC stablecoin from FTX in the past 24 hours. That's a lot of cheese. They're moving the cheese. The trading firm has since transferred $6.1 million in USDC back to FTX. So $6.1 million was moved out of $40.4 million. So very little came back. Still, 6.1 is nothing to scoff at. So yeah, it looks like PeckShield does some pretty cool analysis on the blockchain. Shoutouts to PeckShield Alert. I'm going to follow that channel. Stablecoins haven't been the only asset leaving FTX either. An additional transactions around $94 million worth of cryptocurrencies, including about $73.9 million in Ethereum, was sent from FTX to crypto lending firm Nexo. Other tokens like Phantom, $1.1 million, and Chainlink, $1.4 million, were also moved off the exchange. Yep. PeckShield also pointed to withdrawals of about 21,768 ETH, about $34.5 million, to CoinHako. 14.5 thousand staked ETH, around $23 million, to an unidentified wallet, and another 10,000 ETH worth about $15.9 million to Nexo. Decrypt has contacted Nexo, FTX, and PeckShield for comments on these token movements. So hold up. So let's talk about this. So what the hell does that mean, right? Like, well, people with money. Ugh. Well, it indicates there's whales, people with a lot of crypto, moving a lot of money for some reason. People don't just do that as a fire drill. They either do it, one, to see if they can move that much money off the exchanges, meaning they're testing to see if the exchanges even have that much under the hood. Because again, if you're not holding your private keys, you don't actually hold that coin. What you hold is a IOU that exchange is going to give you that money when you ask for it. But a lot of exchanges have this rule where you're only allowed to pull out a certain amount of crypto per day. And the reason for that is because they don't always have it. Plot twist. So that can be a big deal. That's why it's really bad practice to just leave all your money on an exchange. If only someone was developing a better cryptocurrency wallet. But anyways, we have some options. It's definitely smarter to keep most of your Bitcoin on something like a Ledger or a Nano, a Ledger Nano or a Trezor. Basically a hardware USB encrypted device for storing cryptocurrencies. You probably should do that because, again, if it's not your private keys, it's someone else's trust you put your faith in, not Code is law. So, you know what they say, not your keys, not your cheese. So, getting back to this, FTX hemorrhages tokens. This mass exiting of tokens from the FTX exchanges comes amid reports that Alameda Research, the trading firm founded by Sam Bankman-Fried, held as much as $5.8 billion in the exchange's native FTT token, $3.66 billion in unlocked FTT tokens, and $2.16 billion in FTT collateral. Given such large exposure to FTT, some have speculated that this could mean a liquidity crisis for Alameda should the markets move against FTT, dropping the token's value. So basically, what they're trying to say is someone's trying to get paid. Shortly after these reports hit the market, CZ took to Twitter to announce that he would be offloading the firm's FTT holdings. Binance received funds in FTT as part of its exit last year from an early equity position in FTX it has since 2019. Due to recent revelations that have come to light, we have decided to liquidate any remaining FTT on our books, CZ tweeted on Sunday. It's unclear if this liquidation was a response to reports revolving around Alameda's balance sheet. CZ said that he won't support people who lobby against other industry players behind their backs. So, can we just for a moment respect what a G this guy CZ is? He's like straight up, he's straight up like toeing the line. He's like, look, if you're going to be in this crypto space, we follow an ethic. And the ethic is that we are upfront and we're transparent. If you're not going to be upfront and transparent, you're not going to get our respect and you're not going to get to play with the big boys. So, got to respect that. CZ's got to flex. The FTT token quickly dropped from 25.55 to today's price of $23.39. So Sam claps back. According to SBF, According to SBF, concerns of a liquidity crisis are nothing but a bunch of unfounded rumors. That sounds like someone doesn't want anyone talking about a liquidity crisis. The FTX boss also cited Alameda Research CEO Caroline Ellison, who said that the specific balance sheet is for a subset of corporate entities. Ellison also claimed that the firm has over $10 billion of assets that aren't reflected here. Well, that's good. That's probably true. A lot of companies don't have everything public, so that makes sense. SBF went on to thank those who stayed level-headed during crazy times, adding that withdrawals and deposits at FTX were working fine, and the exchange had already processed billions of dollars worth of transactions. Here's SBF talking about it. Bunch of unfounded rumors have been circulating. You can see FTX keeps audited financials, etc., and though it slows us down sometimes on product, we're highly regulated. It's probably true. As for Binance's decision to jump its FTT holdings, Ellison offered to buy the exchange's remaining FTT holdings over the counter, OTC, for $22 if CZ was looking to minimize the market impact of a sudden move. So, a few things I want to talk about here. This is just a good lesson, no matter what. No matter what reasons this whole fire drill really happened. It's a good practice to keep the majority of your coins off the exchanges in general. It's a good practice to keep the majority of your coins in a place where you hold private keys and it's secure. Something like Exodus, which is a software wallet if you don't want to pay any money. Just make sure you put those keys in a little plastic baggie, little Ziploc baggie. Put it in your fire safe. Don't lose that. Also, if you see ninjas in your house trying to take it, you should fight them because you need that. You need those numbers. Or get a Ledger Nano or Trezor, or there's a number of wallets that are quite reputable. So keep a lookout too. I know there's going to be some new releases of options for keeping your cryptocurrency secure. Until next time, I'm the Data Lord. Keep hodling on.